Okay. Yeah.
A sliver of sun, a trick of the trade, hole in the wall, edge of a blade.
Hello, and welcome to Open Studio, a podcast from the Arts Council of Princeton, spotlighting the creative minds shaping our cultural landscape. We sit down with the artists, makers, and creative thinkers from our community to talk about the work they do and the ideas that inspire them. Co-hosted by the Director of Development and Community Engagement, Liza Peck, and by me, Adam Welch, Executive Director. Open Studio invites you into the stories behind the art.
My, oh, my, oh. My, oh, my, oh.
Today, it is our very good fortune to be speaking with the one and only Aziz El Badaoui. In a town known for its intellect and tradition, Aziz has carved out a space where creativity, identity, and craftsmanship intersect. Based in Princeton, New Jersey, Aziz is more than a hairstylist and owner of a prestigious, highly sought-after salon. He's an artist working in an ever-evolving medium. Aziz's journey into hairstyling began with a fascination for transformation, the subtle yet powerful way appearance can shape how a person feels, moves, and presents themselves in the world. Each client who sits in his chair becomes part of a collaborative process, where listening is as essential as technique, and where the end result is as much about storytelling as it is about style. Aziz approaches his work with a global perspective and a contemporary sensibility. He is attuned not only to trends, but to the deeper currents beneath them, questions of identity, individuality, and self-expression. His work often reflects a balance between timeless form and modern edge, allowing each look to feel both personal and relevant. In this way, he operates at the intersection of art and everyday life, bringing high-level creative thinking into an intimate, human-scale experience. What sets Aziz apart is his deep desire to train the next generation. Unlike most salons and businesses, Aziz spends time and money to train, educate, and invest in a stylist's continued education. Where others might see hair as a finished product, he sees potential, shape, texture. But the question, is Aziz's approach akin to Michelangelo or Jackson Pollock? Both artists engage in the same pursuit, uncovering something that already exists, just by different means. Michelangelo reveals by stripping away excess. He sees the angel in the marble and carves until it is free. Pollock reveals by immersing himself until the unnecessary falls away through instinct and repetition. He drips art into existence. With Princeton's ever-evolving cultural landscape, Aziz represents a new kind of creative voice, one that challenges traditional boundaries between fine art and applied craft. His studio becomes a kind of informal cultural space where conversations about aesthetics and transformation unfold organically. In this environment, hairstyling becomes more than a service. It becomes an experience, a moment of reinvention, and at times, a quiet act of empowerment. Through his hands, hairstyling becomes a medium of expression, a vehicle for confidence, and a reflection of the diverse, creative spirit that continues to define Princeton and beyond. So please join me and Liza Peck as we speak with Aziz in our studios at the Arts Council of Princeton.
Time is water, my water is spilling. Reservoir run dry, my days are filling. My heart is a tunnel, my back is laughing. My tongue a funnel, my pulse in traffic.
So we generally start this conversation by asking, what is your favorite word?
Oh, are we already recording?
Yeah.
Yeah, favorite
Okay,
word,
here we go.
it's happy.
Nice.
Happy.
Yeah.
Tell us why you like that word.
When people happy, you can see the smile. And you can see the body language. You can see, they are in a good place.
And I guess that's kind of your goal over there, is to
Yeah.
get people to a good place.
Yeah, get them good experience. When you see them happy and feel good and smiling, that's good goal for me. So
I bet coming into the salon, everybody looks angry. Everybody's upset. They just drove in. They had to try to find parking. And
That's
they're
a
probably
lot.
just annoyed and irritated, maybe some anxiety. So you
Right.
must see a
Probably
lot of
some anxiety,
Yeah.
sure.
yeah, I started to discover most people have anxiety. It's kind of sad. It became more after COVID, when middle COVID, oh my God, when COVID was over. I mean, when we opened back, that was extremely, oh my God, stressful. I mean, I don't know how really I went through it because most of my team have anxiety and mental breakdown every other day. And I have to be really, really maintain everyone, get them better place and talk to them slowly. Some people walk in my office crying, they move in the mat. It was that was actually the worst time I think in my life.
I can't even imagine for your business. That's probably about the worst to be hit by. It's because it's so intimate in terms of physical contact.
And people didn't want to wear a mask, and you have to do the temper for people. It was a really stressful time. And even clients walk in like crying because they don't have no physical touch. Some people actually live alone. You know what I mean? And when you see
their
that,
time with you is a really valuable time.
And finally, actually, 2 months later, as we open, I can see this is not gonna go well with my team. I have to hire psychology for them for 4 hours. Yeah, we did 2 sessions every 4 hours. So she was talking about anxiety because some people sadly stuck in their home with like, you know, wrong husband or wrong family or some issues, and they used
a lot of things came out during COVID.
Yeah, and you start to realize, I have clients share with me like, oh my God, I realize my husband who he is, or I realize my wife who she is, I realize my son has some issue with the problem with drugs. You know, some whole things start to explode when people are stuck in home for quite almost a year. You know what I mean?
You're not even dealing with the mental health of your staff. You have all your clients as well. They're struggling.
Yeah. Oh my God, they're struggling a lot.
And they all open up, I'm sure.
Oh my
just
God.
Start talking.
I remember, this is so true. I could never believe. I remember one of my team, he was doing shampoo for a lot of them actually cry in the chair. But particularly when you open, as soon as you start with shampoo, the hair massage, you can see the tears came out. I swear to God, I was like,
It's like
I was
letting go.
oh my God, you okay? Like, I feel like I'm so happy I feel human being touch because I was alone for 5 months or 6 months, and my kids and able to come visit me in California, or I felt like so lost, alone. Like I feel like I became a little bit not touch with human being. It was really interesting to watch, and it was like, wow, it's interesting how people need to be together. You can't be, insulated.
Did that experience make you feel stronger as a team, and for you as a business owner? Did it make you feel
I mean, after COVID, to be honest, it was like so much stress with the team, with the clients, a whole thing, like it's like you're uncertain every day what's going to happen. And that was actually puts me to be stronger more and more understand people with their, they go through, like even I have my own issues, but also I think because I grew up with different culture. I mean, I'm more able to speak and able to say how I feel. And I think a culture here, it's more like keep it to themselves. And they don't, and also culture here, they don't ask you, are you okay? You can share with me. I'm not judging you. Just tell me how you feel. I can hug you. I can make you some tea. I can listen to you. I grew up with different culture. Here it's more like, it's not my business. I'm tired. I want to listen to it. And people kind of got blocked. I think it's just a culture thing. I'm not saying it's wrong or right. It's just different. You know what I mean? So
learning to negotiate that.
Yeah.
And also negotiate that as a leader.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
So what I was interested in asking about, and we've sort of heard various stories, from Michael or from you over the years, but maybe if you can tell us a little bit about your origination story.
How I came to America. So I was from Casablanca. I used to pass by American embassy once a week, and I see a big sign. Basically, it's when I go to America application, you send it. You can win lottery for green card. And I did actually for 5 years. I've been playing, I didn't win. I played second time. It's just like simple. The 5th time I won green card. So.
And what year is this?
2000.
Okay.
I came 2001. I chose 2000, I won, take like year process. So then I'm like, oh my God, I get this big envelope from the United States, a lot of process. I mean, since, they ask you since you're born, the documents and the degree with your school, whatever you need, family, everything. Like they know you're really blood. And I did. And finally, second time they interviewed me, and the third time they sent me some documents to go through the doctors. And then just I did another interview, then they told me welcome to America, and I was so the best day of my life actually, because I want to get out of there so bad that time. And when I moved here, my dad actually says to me clearly he doesn't want you to move because be careful. America has a lot of challenges. My dad was more political. He's a good educated guy. Even he was average, but he has good mind. He clearly says to me many times, be careful, a lot of racists there. They don't like, colors. They don't like certain religion. And you see a lot of, it's more capitalism. And if you don't make it right, you could lose. And be careful, they don't give healthcare. I mean, he was telling me a lot of things. I was kind of young. I'm like, it's just movies.
Had anybody else in your family made the journey to the U.S.?
Yeah, my sister, she came. Yeah. After me, I helped her to come because I need family at one point.
So how old were you at this time?
I was 25. Okay. Yeah, 24, 25. And then then when I moved here, my dad actually said to me, be careful, have a lot of guns, they could shoot you. And I'm like, it's movies, And actually, it was true. When I moved here, when I landed, I remember 2001, February 6th. It's Tuesday night. I remember it was snow. I never seen snow. It was kind of weird, like, oh my God. And it's kind of interesting. And airport, whole thing is different from me, like Netflix show. Like, oh my God, people are busy and running fast and screaming. It's like, oh my God, oh my God. Literally like it is, then you take this crazy car, you drive so fast, with the snow, you're nervous and they don't want to listen to you. Then you stop in the store, you get this big, giant, it's so crazy sandwich. Remember, meatball sandwich. I never seen it in my life. It was so massive.
That is so American.
It's true because you don't.
Exactly.
Yeah, you don't. I'm like, that's for 3 people.
What could be more emblematic?
That's
of
for
your
3
future?
people. It's not for just one. I remember I have it. I was like, I can't even finish that. It's like quarters plenty, not this. I mean, people dig in that sandwich in front of me like, wow, that's crazy. So little things so different. You start really to kind of like realize the culture, food, the loudness, which in the States, I mean, I'm saying in the wrong way. They're really loud. There could be 2 people in a room and loud as can be. It's a culture thing. That's also surprised me how loud everywhere.
So a lack of awareness.
Yes.
Of your surroundings. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Big time. Yeah. I just like.
They wouldn't think to be like, oh.
A little reserve and be aware of people around you. I mean, you don't want to speak loud and interrupt somebody. Just like.
That's gotta be a big thing at the salon too. That's gotta be like you're working over here, you're in this zone, and then all of a sudden you're like, what's this guy yelling over here?
Right.
Oh no! Sometimes I walk into the sink and I told some lady, "Please, can you put your phone down?" Because unbelievable. I mean, they don't do it on purpose.
I feel like apologizing for the U.S. right now for this.
Just have like speaker, their middle shampoo, and she's in speaker. And first of all, literally people around her, they hear all conversation. And sometimes.
Well, and you have that guy who's just like, I just need the moment of like this peace and comfort, and now I have to listen to this.
Yeah, and also it's distracting other people that want to relax. They have a stressful day. I finally am like, hey, can you please put your phone down? Or at least it's lack of respect, and they drive me crazy because I'm very aware every moment what I do with daily day. I go out and CVS or I go to my doctor's office. I'm very more careful of people around me. I don't want to be like, disrespectful. And you see a lot of people that just cough loud or talk on the phone loud, or I mean, just like annoyed.
It's a narcissism, I think, more than a lack of. It's a lack of awareness, but it's a narcissism, I think, more than a respect thing. Even though it's disrespectful, they're not aware of it because they're only aware of self, I think.
Yeah.
But it also speaks a little bit to the nature. Like you have this kind of like lovely, safe, joyous space. And so you have to a little bit monitor how that's maintained.
Yeah, and also I teach my team to really know, like you can't talk loud when you're doing blow dry because you get louder and client get louder and you get more. So actually they know the culture. If client get louder, go in her ear and say, I'm sorry, go ahead, I can't really hear you. Give her sound like you're too loud. I did on purpose a lot of game to keep clients, oh, I'm sorry, I'm loud. Yeah, not really loud. It is actually because, you know, people hear conversation. So I'm trying to navigate, not making it feel like you're so damn loud. And just like trying to be nicer.
So let's go back.
Yeah.
So the meatball sub.
Yes. So
Let's go back to that.
and I get back, you know, a few random house. I rent like one bed in every room, like one bed, a bunch of guys and from Ecuador, Egyptian. I mean, it's like strange. And
this is in the Brunswicks or
New Brunswick. And it was actually all like immigrant. They came during like 6 months period and interested. They're all like looking for the same goal and each one different. And you start to learn a few Egyptians, some Palestinians, some from Ecuador, some actually from Bahamas member guy. It's like interesting. And it was so new to me. Like then I really have to be smart way how to navigate all of them because some you cook interesting food, some you cook, you know, each one has good different food. And I hate to say that it was so disgusting. And I have literally to go to Family Dollar, was like literally 2 blocks in New Brunswick, and I have to buy a couple of things, just alcohol, everything. I was so annoyed because I think all of them not aware, I mean, all guys, you know what I mean? And think they're all like busy. They have 2 jobs, 3 jobs. Some work at station and Family Dollar. I work actually at Dunkin' Donuts. It was like, you know, sometimes we gathering for food, you know, then she was completely strange group in good way. I don't know, like, you know, I was kind of young to learn those early. I was kind of dropped there and like dropped in prison. Like you have to really be friendly with prisoner. You know what I mean?
And were you learning from each other?
Yeah, we learned a lot, you know, cultures wise. It was really nice. Finally, you know, we start to connect with Egyptian person from Ecuador, you know, we can still friends till today. If you find them, yeah.
Wow.
That's really nice.
And then it really started to be a journey. So I worked Astoria, Queens, because one of Moroccan hairdresser, someone told me about him was have to take a bus to New York Sport Authority to, you know, the bus station there. Then I had to take another train, subway, then go to Astoria, Queens, have to walk like 3 blocks. It was not convenient, but just I need to do. I came back, I get home, I have to leave home like 7 a.m. or 6:30. Then I came back home like almost 11, 12. It's like I'm making $40 for a day, $40. Because it was not like fancy salon, it was like really, you know, just salon like you know, and I wasn't speaking English, even it was worse. I barely could remember the signage and have to read everything. It was no phone that time for me. I have flip phone and I have to put no Google, nothing, you know. I had to have a book, you know, like little, kind of put like addresses and phone numbers in case I need for emergency.
But as you're doing this, do you feel like it's worth all of the...
It does worth, yeah, of course.
Agony.
It does worth. And if you ask me, if I am here, I'm not doing well, you ask me, you want to go to London and start over again? I'd be like, no, thank you. Because it's, when you're in it, you have to go through it. You don't think twice because that's how it is.
You sort of somehow understood the learning curve that had to happen. You had to learn all this.
You have to have a lot of challenges, a lot of sadness and anger and frustration, and you have to do it again sometimes over and over again. It was a lot, I think. It was like, oh my God. When I started gun shooting, because I witnessed some gun shooting twice actually. Wow, once. No, in New Brunswick, in Wawa by Somerset. So I used to work there 3rd shift from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. So I'm going slow, I'm going too fast with the story. So then I took a bus to New Brunswick. One day, actually the bus passed New Brunswick, my stop, and I ended up in Princeton, the finalist Princeton, the bus. And it was like 11:45 a.m. I was so dead tired. And the guy, he said to me, the driver, again loud, last stop, go. It's like, oh my God, I was literally slapped. I feel so tired. It's like, what is this? Princeton. What is that Princeton? I have no clue. I'm like, actually, I opened my stupid book. I'm like, it's New Brunswick. He said, the guy have no time. I'm like, oh, no. Go this way, New Brunswick. I was walking around Princeton, 11:30 p.m. I mean, it was night. Princeton people go to bed quite early. I'm like, this is interesting opportunity. It's kind of an interesting town. I don't know what university is, which exists. That's Princeton. But I was looking those walls. I'm like, that's a beautiful, it's like palace or something. I couldn't figure out what it is. I was actually asking
This seems like a scene in a movie.
I was asking a taxi driver. And actually the Spanish guys, they clean the pizza area outside. I'm like, hola. And they start talking in Spanish. I could barely go through it. But then I'm like, oh God, this is so fast. I'm like, it's just taxi, because the word taxi international. I'm like, taxi's like, oh, right there. It was cross streets. I walk in there and I was talking to this guy, barely he can understand me. And I said to him, French? He said, yeah. Guy work over there, French. Because I grew up speaking Arabic and French, but I cannot say I speak Arabic because it's unusual language for America. In French, Spanish, German maybe. And I walk into the guy, and they're from Morocco. It was shocked me. It was crazy story. So I'm like, hi, how are you? I speak French with him, and he said, where are you from? From Morocco. He said, me too. Where? Casablanca. Me too. What town? Me too. I'm like, oh my God. That time he was like maybe 40 years old. He was older than me, and he knows my uncle. And we talk about
wow.
He played my uncle's soccer team, my older brother, and he told me, your mom, Lamal Khadija. I'm like, oh my God, yeah. She used to make couscous for us every Friday after the game. I was like, oh my God.
Small world.
And I get emotional.
I was going to say, that must have felt very emotional.
Like crazy, because this was first 6 months. And it was so struggling with so many gaps. I'm like, oh my God, I only one I can really talk to. So he took me to the I'm like, look, I have only $30. He was $50. Don't worry about it. I'm going to take you. It's fine. I'm like, no. Seriously, I don't want to. So give me $30. You want to take it from me? And he dropped me there and he said, look, come back to Princeton. It's the most beautiful town. I'm like, I was walking for a few minutes. I can feel the energy. But this is palace? What is that? No, it's university. It's very famous university. I'm like, so my day off, a week later, I took a bus all to the end. I was walking around. I saw La Jolie Salon. I walked in there, hey, I need a job. And barely could understand my English. And they asked Laurent, the wine guy. Mm-hmm. He used to, remember the little store next to my salon?
Yes.
That's his store, Laurent,
oh, right. Uh-huh.
wine. It was there. And my old boss, she called him. He's like, come in translation. This guy, he couldn't really understand. He had to look for a job. I just see interesting guy, whatever. He walked in, I'm like, bonjour. I'm like, je m'appelle Aziz. I was so happy. Then I told him, I need a job. Tell them whatever I can do, sweeping the floor, because I can't go to Astoria, Queens. So I told them I trained by Jacques Dossange in French stylist and company. And they're like, okay, they gave me a schedule. He was almost 45 minutes with me, poor guy. I never forgot his kindness, translation. I started working and I quit New Brunswick and they give me part-time. And then I have to take another job in Wawa, third shift, Somerset, like you. So I was working Somerset, Wawa, 11 p.m. to 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. I took my roommate, actually moved to South Brunswick. My roommate, I rent his car $100 a week. So I come to 7 a.m. I go to the apartment. We have 2 bedrooms. So I give him his car by 7:15, 7:20. Then he go to work. So I slept till 10 a.m. Then shower, I ran, then I walked quarter mile, then I took a bus to Princeton to La Jolie. So I worked from 11 to 5. Then I go home, again, same thing. I took a bus, he came from his work, he gave me his car again, for a couple months, La Jolie and Wawa, third shift. So I didn't know, day off was, for me, day off was nighttime. So one day, we both have somehow, day off, I'm going to go to McDonald's. I can afford only McDonald's that time. I was driving his car 1 o'clock in the morning because that's kind of day off, messed me up my schedule. Mm-hmm. And the police followed me. It was dark road. Actually, I was behind him driving, and so I didn't put lights on, and he turned back so fast behind me. And actually, I didn't even know why. I have Ricky Martin music. I remember like yesterday. Happy, that's all. Real loud.
Because it's your day off.
Yeah, I mean, it was like, wow. I was young, I was in love with Latino music, and sort of sudden he's like, pull aside, like really loud. I can see the light. This is up on the side. Stupid I am. I did not know this is also part of the law in America, which I learned in hard way. Police stop you, you gotta sit in your car. I walked out to him.
Oh.
Because in Morocco, if in Europe, you get your documents, you walk out to the police, like, because it's no guns, nothing there, you know. So, hi, how are you? You know, I stop you, give me a paper, talk to you for 2 minutes, you go back to your car. Just took respect. But I did not know that. I walked out from my car, and he pulled a gun on me, really like, oh my God, that moment, I felt like my daddy was my ears. He said, either gonna kill you, have guns. I literally was shocked.
Right, all the things he had warned you of.
Yeah. And I drew the paper. I just stunned. His move back your car. I couldn't even know what he's saying because all he points gun, and I walk into the car. I was shaking. I'm telling you, it was like shaking, like, oh my God, I'm gonna be killed this place. Then literally a minute, the police came, like another 3 cars. They think I'm just weirdo or high or drugs, which I don't even drink alcohol. I mean, completely. And they pull me out from the car. They make me walk. I could walk. I walked back. I was shaking, like, oh my God. They look, truck, my car, and trunk and everything. Thank God, my roommate, he was a good guy. He could have something I didn't know. You start to think so many things could happen if people can go to jail with no reason, and because just they're a victim. You know what I mean? I get there, and I speak to them in French. They couldn't understand, and because I cannot speak Arabic, because just was after 9/11, give them some excuse or something. You could be some racist person, you never know. And they put a radio Lebanese woman in a part of the office. She speaks French. She said, "What's your name?" and this and this. I'm like, you know, this is what happened. I don't know. They stopped me. I'm just freaked out. Then she realized why. She said, you should never leave your car. That's the reason why he protect himself, because people could have gone, and this is a culture. So she explained to them. They realize I'm just stupid immigrant. I have no idea. Just like, I'm happy when I give them the paper. So they put me back to the car. And finally, they gave me 5 points because I would drive behind him. Just random immigrant doesn't know the rules, I guess. They start taking off, gone, and the car was behind me, the police officers. There's another thing I didn't know, because when you give your ticket, they expect you to leave first. Do you know that, right?
Yeah. Oh.
And I didn't. I don't want to leave or stay. For me, they have to leave all of them first, then I go. And he doesn't want to leave behind me. Like, what the heck?
Terrifying.
I was like, oh my God. And I remember he said something like, go, or something like, you know. And I was going slowly. Yeah. Oh my God. Then he took off behind me. I'm like, ooh. I got home. I'm like, it's never that again. Then another 2 months later in Wawa, it was incident 2 with guns. I was working, this lady, oh my God, her name Anne. She was so nice. She's tough manager. I only mean her 3rd shift. And they gave me the schedule all overnight. Like, it is so stressful. You have to clean the parking lot. You have to go to freezer, bring the sandwich. I mean, which I'm willing to do it because I have to do to continue. You know,
but you're working in the middle of the night, and you're not getting paid that well.
$6.50, I remember. Yeah, 25 cents. Last year was $7. And then I was walking to the parking lot. And because, you know, another thing too, I learned that very early, you know, when you move to another country completely, you don't read people because you think everyone normal, right? When you're from the country you're from, you know, sketchy people, but you look at them, you can tell easy. I didn't have that. I thought everyone nice. It doesn't matter they were baggy pants or hoodie. It's human beings.
You should have missed that nuance of reading people.
Yeah. And I see them little interesting group, like 4 of them. I walked in, and I remember the manager, she kept looking at me. She keeps saying to me, give me, like, go back this way. I didn't know what she's saying. I'm like, yeah. It's just, I wash my hand. I start to put sandwiches. And then, and sort of she said to me, again, Aziz, I can understand what she's trying to say. You go this way. And it's just like literally split second, I swear. It was like gunshot, pow, 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 like guns. I'm like, oh my God. That really freaks me out. And I didn't know it's gun, never heard a gun shooting. Till the sound she screamed, she keeps saying run, I run back. It was big ladder, very heavy. I don't know how you get there so fast, like 12 feet high. I pushed the ladder on my feet. I run there. Dust was, I don't know, it was weird, like place. And I'm sitting there for 3 minutes shaking, like, oh my God, I'm going to be shot. Oh my God, that's it. I have to go back to home.
All the things your dad warned you of.
Yeah, I swear to God, like it was like crazy. And I think in my head, I'm like, I think it's time to go home. I can't do this anymore. This is so violent and so difficult. And oh my God, I mean, so many things, like even the documents, your township, you have to get your vaccine, to get your cosmetology lenses. It takes forever. It's so much. And you have no money to pay. Constantly have to pay $40, $70. Like literally you have zero, then you have to work overnight. And then the police came, they looked for me, they found me, like, oh my God, how you get there? I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I'm scared to death. I mean, I gotta run somehow. They want to go to the ambulance. I'm like, no, I actually want to go home. I quit that day. I'm like, I'm not coming back. Oh. Yeah, it just was so scary because it was so bizarre for me, like shocked. I was shocked for a couple months, for a year. I got home, I quit. I asked La Jolie, they gave me more hours. I started working like a lot of hours there. And, so we learn from a journey. Then little by little, I worked 5 years. I became top stylist and I moved to New York for a year. I came back, opened my own business, and then journey beginning really good.
So going back to before you started La Jolie, you were working at a salon in Astoria, but what drew you first to hairstyling, and where was
Oh my
that?
God, I love hairstyling. I love everything to do with the art and beauty since I was like 5 years old, 6 years old. When I was actually kid in school, I got trouble always because the girl in front of me, table, I would play with her hair. I swear to God. I mean, mom hair, like I'm obsessed. And always get stuff in my hand, like move your hand. It's like, oh my God. So I didn't even go to high school. I left when I was 13. I went to trade school. I just school was not for me. And I see like Jebra, I got twists.
I mean, in a way, it's lucky. It's lucky to know at 13.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I tell a lot of young people, listen, pick something you love. Doesn't matter about money. Something really you love so much, you can be successful. And you go to your job and you're dancing, you're not even working. That's how I feel, honestly, God. On business, it's a different story. It could be stressful. But as doing hair, I'm like the best moment. Yeah, it makes me happy.
So you, at 13 in Casablanca,
yeah,
you were studying cosmetology?
Yes. No, I did actually cooking school. My dad was really upset. He doesn't want to finish school. I couldn't because I do have ADD. And at that time, they don't know what that means. School, they don't really care for ADD. They gotta force you to do things. And finally, one day, I'm like, oh my God, I see algebra. I feel like I'm gonna have seizure. I can handle it. Finally, I just walk away from school. And they have a program from 13 years old, 16, also after high school. Then you can go to college if you want. So they have a lot of trade school. It was a good sign. I did cooking school. I love to cook. Then I changed it. After I finished, I did car mechanic. Don't ask me why. I don't know. I want to be macho, I guess. It did not work for me.
Worth a try.
I did. Then I did actually clothing, which I love clothing too. 2 years. So actually almost like 6 years straight in school. 2 years. Then after that, I went to beauty school. I always want to do it. I like it, but also I want to really do those things first. To me, I don't want to be missed anything. So I did to beauty school. Then I'm always, my passions doing hairstylist, also cooking. So hairstylist I picked.
So you started 13, 6 years in trade school.
Yeah.
Before you got to hairstyling, or in that 6 years you were doing cosmetology?
During the 6 years, same time.
So
yeah.
A few years cooking, few years auto mechanics?
Yes.
Has any of that?
No, I can even change the tire. I'm telling you, I did what I need to do, and I left was oof.
Wow.
No,
okay.
Just.
And then after the auto mechanics, you did
clothing.
Yeah. So
sewing and cutting fabric and all of that.
But
yeah.
Not design.
Not design, just making clothes. Yeah, not design. Because if you do the first trade school, then you go to the design school.
Okay.
So
Yeah, you got to learn the skills, the craft.
yes,
I mean, I
craft.
feel like these are all really good skills
Yeah,
to be exposed to if you're not
yeah.
actually.
You do craft first, then you go to design. Yeah.
Okay, so cosmetology.
Yes.
You were 16. No, you were 20.
20.
So you just finished cosmetology.
Yeah.
And started to think about the green card because it took you 5 years, you said?
Yes.
So right after you got your license, why were you interested in other than wanting to leave Casablanca?
Yeah.
When you had your cosmetology license or your license to do styling, was there something specific about America, or you just happened to walk past the embassy?
No, it was specific, I mean, always you had American magazines and TV, and you feel like, okay, must be the powerful place, and New York City, of course, and Hollywood, all these images in your head, and you really want to go there. I mean, I have opportunity to go to Italy or go to Dubai actually at that time, but I decided to go. I picked United States, which 5 years I've been playing lottery to win green card. The fifth time I won, I was shocked. I'm like, wow. Then I get nervous, so scared to go because it's so different.
Traveling on your own too?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
Europe,
it's a pretty brave journey to undertake.
Europe, it's more, I think, much easy, or somewhere like Middle East. I speak the language anyway. Even Europe, I can speak the language. It will be more easy. They have different system. Doesn't mean America they don't have good system, but they need to do better systems. You know what I mean? Term to like healthcare or mental health or helping people not able to make it because for a lot of reason, whatever it is. So I'm happy actually I made a decision. But man, it was hard for 7 years. It was so deep. A lot of people I know, they came, then they moved back. A lot.
For the 5 years you were applying,
Yeah.
you had a job in a hair salon?
Yeah, Casablanca. Okay. Yeah, Jacques Dossange, beautiful, beautiful chain. It's part of French. It's luxury.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you were practicing your craft,
Yes.
building the skills.
Yeah.
You come to the States.
Yeah.
You work at a salon in Astoria.
Yes.
And then you go to La Jolie and you just wanted a job. So you were happy.
Yeah.
Reception, you were happy.
I don't care what they
sweeping
give me. Yeah, just sometimes if you don't have that, because first of all, I didn't have a license, New Jersey
up.
license.
Yes, that's right.
And there was a nightmare to get New Jersey license. I mean, nightmare. I feel like they're playing game, and then now in New Jersey, like every state. So they have to change the test differently. The person can do the tests, they want test, maybe 5 documents they have to bring and done. They make you bring like over 50 documents or 100 documents, and they have to go through a vaccine and doctor. It's just so much, not necessarily, and so much money they want from you. And then those documents, you submit to cosmetology office, Newark. It takes them 2 months to respond. By the time
and all this in the attempt to get a job.
Yeah.
So you're paying money and waiting while you're just trying to
And then
work.
also, after 3 months, everything expired again. I could not believe that happened. When I get them like, expired, we need this 5 documents because it was expired. It's just like I don't know how to describe with government job. Mm-hmm. Something had to be done. I mean, my experience, even I own business, when I need something from like cosmetology now, something it takes forever. Now I know how to do it. I have attorney who could help me send letter. I mean, I'm grateful because I know how to do it, but still should be simple. Even if you want to own business, could take you 9 months and have to pay rent for those 9 months. Mm-hmm. By the time you open, you broke, you have no saving. It's so, they don't have to help entrepreneur. They don't. Like in Europe, they give you 1 year free taxes. You pay tax first year. And they give you a lot of options to help you. Morocco too, first 3 years. I just learned that now in Morocco. 3 years, you don't pay taxes.
Well, the bureaucracy here
is
difficult. So do we want to go back to those first 7 years in America, or you want to move along?
I'd like to talk about his day-to-day life at Casa Aziz. I think it's pretty interesting, but
yeah, no, that's great.
I mean, now your world is so different than your days at La Jolie. Can you tell us a little bit about building Casa Aziz and what were the struggles?
reason why actually making me want to open my own business, because I worked for a few salons when I moved here. I mean, some really good.
You moved to Princeton. You
Yeah,
worked for, okay.
Princeton, also New Brunswick. I worked a little part-time and also overseas. And I learned a lot from a really good leader and horrible leader. Sometimes it's good to work for a bad leader because sometimes you have to know better. You need to learn what I should now do if I own my own business, or if I want to pick another job, I have to know what the new company requirements. And sometimes some people, they never think of those things, just they work whatever it is, and they cry all years because they don't know. I'm like, just move out, because that's a leader that's not work for you. Move another better company, like good leader. So I work for either way. So finally, when I opened my own business, I'll be honest, I was working really, I love what I do. Like, again, like I'm dancing. And I worked a few salons, which I'm happy I did. And I feel like they don't appreciate me. And they don't give me the value. I was working 6-7 days a week. I was driving to Philly to do the bridal party for them. I get them big check, which that's my job they're required to do. But I don't get any education for free. Like, hey, thank you for doing this with us. You've been an amazing employee. You bring this big number more than anybody else. I'm going to give you this maybe class in London for 3 days. It costs $2,500. Never.
Because you're worth investing in.
Yeah, like even my team now, the top one, I mean, whatever one, they go to class for free. Like I'm sending 4 people next month to New York. I send 2 girls, level 1 stylists, they just start. I send to California for 1 week, 5 days. I pay the hotel, the flight, because they're young. Because I want to encourage them, because I know when they're their age, nobody give a damn about me. When now I'm like, okay, these kids, they need to see good path. I want to help them. Some, you do everything you can, but they realize they're not going to grow. It is what it is. You can't really stop doing that because it's going to hurt good people. So, you know, keep doing what you're doing. Of course, if you have 3 succeed instead 2, perfectly fine, you know. And then I make me open business because I want to do a better job for community, for build good education, young stylists, because that's important. So,
and how many years were you working under someone else's before Casa Aziz opened?
5 years.
Oh, after 5 years in Princeton, you already opened up your own salon?
Yes, I was the machine. I think to open business, first, you have to work. You have to know yourself, your path. You have to not afraid to work. I'm saying that don't be lazy. Don't complain too much. Take what you got and make it bigger. You can't expect to come to you. You got to do it. Mm-hmm. And you got to make it. It's your choices. I mean, maybe some owners, they're not really aware of that. They're just like the la la land, but you need to figure out, you know what I mean? And I was doing a lot of hair. I built a lot of clients. I was involved with some charity at that time. I was going actually because there was no advertisements. I mean, it's not like social media. I mean, I also go to I have membership to 5 different gyms, like Princeton. Reason why I go to a class with group of people, I do this myself. I go Zumba class. I go to Pilates class. Oh my God. I was going to, Lori.
Did that work?
It works. I give business card and you're like, oh my God, Lori got 3 clients, you got 10 clients, it's really busy. Smart. And because you have to face people face to face and you have to, present yourself really good. And, I'm just like, oh my God, that's you. You work there. Oh, I want to check it out. I give you blow dry complimentary. You just come over. Mm-hmm. Are you sure? Absolutely. From blow dry complimentary, you get for 5 years client to 10 years. Yeah. So it take time, but you have to want to do it. You can expect come to you.
And where did you first open? Where was the first store located?
So first I had business partner by Witherspoon Street. Okay. It's a cute little tiny place. And after a year, I was young, open business. I was a little younger, a little naive, I would say. And I did not know a lot of rules. I was just happy to open boutique actually I want to open myself. The person came asking me, can I be a business partner with you? I'm like, yeah. And thank God, I figured out agreements, me and him, which I did. He doesn't want to at that time. And I have this lawyer. I just talked to him, one of my clients. I was working at Jolie at that time. And he gave me advice, and We opened 12 month, actually 14 month, and did not go well. It was like a wrong marriage, totally. I was working 7 days a week, 6 days a week. When you open a new place, you have to work a lot. I used to work to middle night, like literally, like every housewife after school, or I mean, they go kids to bed. They go like 9 o'clock doing haircut and color. I was kind of a little weird, but it was packed.
Yeah.
It was busy. I couldn't believe it. People that really need free time for themselves. And then in partnership, it did not work for me. We're not really matching the goal. Like I'm working crazy hours. He work less. He goes a lot of vacation. And it was a lot of challenges, so bad challenges. And finally, I'm like, okay, this had to stop. And we divided. It was brutal. And finally, I have to move on. I opened my own little place behind a Rocket Exchange, Princeton.
Yeah.
So I was there for 10 years. It was amazing. I was 5 stations, 5 chairs. I have 10 stylists. I have to rotate time different. It was so good. It was so packed busy to the point that I can't even get more clients. So finally, La Julie, then trouble with all of that. And I reached out. I was looking for location big. I called the landlord. He said, oh my God. I'm like, hey, I'm looking for location. I heard La Julie not doing well. He said, well, you can sign the lease next month. I'm like, you're kidding me. I'm like, yeah. So immediately I have agreement with whatever whole thing, signed the lease, jumped in. I did renovation, everything new. And they have some old team there. Actually, the good La Julie sold it to this person. Good La Julie, I worked for them, very good people. They sold it to somebody else. And then when I took over, some style is still there. And like 7 of them. I have 10. No, actually, I have 7 of them from La Julie that left. The old people quit. And my place was like 10 of us or 12. Then I have to hire new people. So it's hard to bring new stylists with other stylists. It's like, you know, you have...
You're also on that turf of the old stylists.
Yes, how to connect those. So I have to do 2 days team building, HR. I actually run a big place in NASA and I have HR came to, and also have a business coach to help. It was amazing, 2 days. We did a lot of talk, we did connection with us and they laughed. We did some homework in the walls and we did craft. So all connected as team builders, so they know each other, we connected. Then we did tour in with Mimi in Princeton. I have Mimi to take us bus, all of us. It was really good 2 days. I'm like, ooh, thank God they're connected now. So this will work together. Because you can just put them in the office.
You had these instincts
to
understand that it was worth investing this sort of time and money into making sure you had this cohesive.
Oh, totally.
So where did that model come from? How did you know that? Because you hadn't experienced that. So how did you know this is what you needed? But this is what...
Good question. So when I was the old location, I was so because I was doing payroll myself, I doing bills, I working behind the chair, and at one point I was overwhelmed. I couldn't even function anymore. And I asked Michael, I need your help because Michael used to work in New York, a lot of hours, he used to travel a lot. I'm like, I need your help because I'm completely start to losing it. I can't even keep up with the volume in my work and make time for the team or meeting or whatever. And he did help me a lot. And then I just start this company called Summit. It's a hair salons coaching. It's new in Florida base and all for business, hair salon business. He said, maybe we should go there. I'm going to go with you. It's amazing. That's the best investment I did actually. It was $10,000 for 1 week, 5 days. And like 9 to 5, but they give you so much like path, how you grow your team, how you build the power for education, all of that. Then I did that 5 days. I came back so like crazy. I want to implement everything at the same time. It's like I'm like machine.
Right.
Yeah.
Hour 1.
Yeah. And Michael said, don't scare your team because in your head, but they have no clue. Yeah, go slow. And then they told me about team building. And Michael, he does that a lot, team building. He's very good with that. He said, we should do that for your team. And finally, I picked 2 amazing women. They do a lot of HR. One, actually, she's a psychiatrist. And one, she's kind of like both combination business together. So they came, they did 2 days, and I hire business coach from the program I went. They have coaching. So I hired the top coach there. He's still with me there for 8 years, for 10 years now. Yeah. Yeah. So once a month, he came with the management team and with me. And the third month, he came with the team one-on-one, 20 minutes. So he looked like, PDM, like personal development, like why you so slow, why you doing it, why you want to do it, why. And he observed and he helped them what to do. Then he gave them pat. So I'm going to see you next 3 months and make sure you have this done. So it's kind of like keep the team accountable for their growth. If they don't grow and they feel like, oh my God, I don't know why, it's your choices. We give you all the tools to use. Why? Like I'm only growing and this is growing and you're not growing. So something doing wrong. You don't follow the path. You don't follow curriculum. If you follow that, it's true. So that's the reason why I learned that from the program I went, because I need something, because sometimes you're running business and you can be like, I'm doing the right thing, I'm doing the wrong thing, and also you could really do it completely wrong and you do think you're doing right. And then you start to realize I need expert, because I feel I want to grow. I don't want to be just cutting hair 8 to 5 and go home and swim. You know what I mean? Go to the pool. I'm not one of those. You know what I mean? I want to grow with the team. So they helped me a lot actually as team building. I still doing it once a year. Vision. We call it vision meeting.
I mean, it's a very sort of big business, big picture approach to a smaller size business.
Yeah.
Sort of taking the lessons of
yes,
a big, strong HR and
yes,
applying them into a smaller business.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm going to skip around here.
Yes.
There's a couple of...
We've gone a bit off.
Yeah, we've gone a little bit
Sorry.
off. No.
You can stop me if I'm talking too much.
No, not at all.
Not at all. Fascinating.
Since we're talking about the salon, I think let's talk a little bit about the consumer. Let's talk about the person. How do you approach a new client? Not meaning how do you find them like you did at the gym, but let's say somebody comes in off the street, right?
Yes.
What do you do? What's the steps you take?
So even here in the party, I met 2 new clients. You know what I mean? So always you have to be aware.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Give me 5. Thank you. So always you have to be, first of all.
Although that could probably happen to Aziz on the street.
Yeah. So always 2 things, right? I mean, few things. I like to always be, I'm just who I am. I like to be. That's who I am. Always I like to wear proper. I like to speak proper. I don't like to judge people. I don't say things wrong to the people. Just make sure people's people. You can't. That's my nature. I mean, I could judge some people because they're so fucking. If they assume you're crazy.
Wow. They're loud.
I mean, I don't want to. I don't be near them. Very loud. Sometimes, randomly people come to me, ask me questions. Oh my God, you hairdresser, or what do you do? Just conversation. And I don't never say, oh my God, I want to do a hair, come see me. That's completely a big no. I just like randomly conversation, organically, what do you do? Sometimes they're like, oh my God, I really want to come see you because you know a lot, or just a conversation come in. And sometimes they ask me a question with like, what's my hair? I'll be honest with you, I say the truth. If the hair look beautiful, the color, I'm like, oh my God, you look amazing. I love the color, looks so good. Because I don't like hairdressers to criticize other hairdresser. It makes me so crazy. It's like, just tell them the truth.
Kind of low-hanging fruit.
Yeah. And maybe the hairdresser with her for 20 years. Mm-hmm. And then she can leave him, or she cannot leave her because they have bond. It's true. What do you think you should do? Go back to the person, tell them to add more this or this or this. You get this better results. Oh my God, thank you. Well, maybe she come see you. Welcome to have consultation. I mean, of course, but I mean, you'd be happy to do, but go back to your person and they can do it. So I think people, they like this, they do like this very kindness and very respectful. And they will like to someday go back to regular stylist, whatever original one. Sometimes they're like, no, I want to come back to you. I want to change. I need change. But unfortunately, this industry, I teach my team, don't do half work, do 100%. Because you know what? You will lose clients. Do your best where you can. Don't do short term. Mm-hmm. Do long term.
Yeah.
So
long game.
Yes.
The long game. And you don't
Which
do the hard sell.
Which is what all the team building is as well.
Yeah.
Yep. And you don't do the hard sell. Right? You don't say, even if you're not criticizing the other people, come to me and I'll fix it. You say, tell them to do this and then go back to them. So that's a really good, it's a really good approach. Well, this is an interesting thing, I guess. Do you view yourself as an artist?
Yes.
Explain it, if you can.
That's hard to explain, but I think artists, I like to sculpture, the hair. I look at the face, I look at the eyes, I look at the skincare. The skin tone, I mean. Also, personality works with type of different haircut. So you can't do shaggy haircut for somebody really quiet and reserved and shy. Shaggy haircut with people like loud and happy and dancing. You know what I mean? Like, and you can't do spiky hair for a banker, male or female. You have to do more elegant, more powerful look. It depends. Personality. So I ask a lot of clients first time in consultation. I mean, first I say, I'm sorry if I ask you a couple questions, you don't have to answer because it could be she doesn't want to tell you or he doesn't want to tell you what he does for a living. You could be maybe a dancer in the bar or something, who knows. I'm like, what do you do for a living? Just I want to go from there to make sure what style is going to fit your look. So we go from there like, oh my God, actually, I'm an architect. Okay, well, architect, you can do whatever you want. It's a different story. But if you're a lawyer or you're a doctor, as artists, I want to make sure they look good. They look comfortable with their look, not do what I want. Sometimes I could push the envelope a little bit. When I start to know them over time, I could push that. But sometimes I have to do what they like to make sure get them comfortable.
So when we talked about in Casablanca, learning the basics, learning the foundations before you went, like in sewing, right? Sewing and quilting. And you learn the steps, the craft of it before you go to the designing.
Yes.
Have you ever come across somebody that has craft but no art?
A lot.
Or artists with no craft?
A lot. Yeah. Because why? They dismiss the foundation, what they do. I mean, communication skill, social skill. This is before you do clothing or you do cutting or you do anything, or makeup artist or like where you do that beautiful work. I think communication skill, very important to have to communicate with your career to the clients. Then
it does seem like there's a pretty intense skill set that you need to have to be successful in your business. I mean, it comes from a lot of different areas.
Yeah, I teach also my team. We have a lot of conversation and on table. I'm like, you can ask clients, example, are you single? Completely, you cannot. Or like, do you have kids? Or you could be, God forbid, she miscarried. She lost her child like a year ago. Or it could be so many things in people's life. Just say, oh my God, do you live around here? Or do you have family here? Do you like pets? Or just something really like neutral. And clients will share that with you. Let her share what she want to share, but don't ask questions, personal. Till maybe 10 sessions, they can ask.
It's an art form. Well,
is what?
It's an art form. That conversation.
The
personalities.
You get them comfortable, and they have to trust you first.
It's interesting that you said the skill set. You need, thinking about all the different types of hair there are. Thinning. You have people with thinning hair.
Yes.
You have people with thick hair.
Yeah.
You have calyx. You have.
You have so much.
Not to mention all the personalities.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot to keep. Here.
Yeah, you have to be, body language in the chair or face expression. And you never know.
And you're looking at 360 degrees, right? Versus sort of, I make a reference in the, in the introduction, I made a reference to, Michelangelo versus Jackson Pollock. You have Michelangelo's three-dimensional.
My God,
Jackson Pollock's two-dimensional. And you're working in the 3D.
Yeah.
And that's very hard for people to see. Not everybody can work.
No.
Have you ever had a situation come up where somebody's come in and said, do whatever you want?
A lot of that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, yeah.
And so this is where the consultation comes in? Or do you sometimes have you ever just said, forget it, I'm going to go crazy?
Sometimes I do, but I have to be careful. Why? Even that, I ask, what's your favorite color? Or you want to be super blonde? Or, I want to keep blonde. What do you think? I don't know. When they say, Allah, I want to keep it blonde, I don't know. I have to keep it blonde. Mm-hmm. Because so you have to really, every word, her mouth and his mouth come up. Yeah. You have to.
Say, do whatever you want, but not really.
Intuition. I have to, exactly. I know, right? Intuition. You have to be very feeling it. You know what I mean? Then you had to delivery. Then like, oh my God. But drastic change, you have to be not too drastic. A lot of, even they want a lot of it, because sometimes they don't like themselves.
Yeah.
You have to do it differently, and they love it. Then slightly they start to trust you. They come back again. They're like, oh my God, thank God you didn't do the haircut.
So we talked a little bit about people's jobs, like an architect or a banker or a lawyer. And so let me ask you this. Are there other art forms that inspire your work? Like architecture?
I love architecture. I do.
So you sometimes view people's hair kind of like buildings?
I mean, not that level, but also it's because I go to Italy, I go to those Venice, church in Venice, my God, in Verona, I mean, or like homes in France. I mean, you see the architect, you blow your mind. It hits you really hard, like, wow, this is a piece of art. How they did this 800 years ago, over 1,000 years ago. So I admire that, you know what I mean?
And it probably affects your sensibility in terms of your aesthetic
intuition. Yeah, when you see like Angelo, his painting in some church or like Florence, I mean, it just like take you back to like, oh my God, these people magical, they can do that. You know what I mean? The really truth art,
right.
You know?
And the patience and the care.
Yes, totally, yeah. I mean, not same degree, but different. But also, I feel like when you have some beautiful architect and beautiful haircut with movement, it's like, I did it. I'm an architect with the hair too, you know?
Yeah. No, that's a great comment.
Yeah.
That's a great perception. You know, I'm an architect with hair. I love that. So here's an interesting question, and it might be something that happens every day for you. So it might not be unique or even interesting of a question, but what's the most transformative experience you've experienced with a client? Explain that, you know, you don't have to give any names.
Yeah.
Give us an example.
Yeah, I do a lot of different transform haircut, like completely different. But sometimes I know the person really well, and I know them for like at least 4 years, 5 years. They want to do drastic. And if I know someone first time and they want a drastic, I have to have a lot of questions. I can feel they really want it. You can't even give them a little.
For a big change.
Yeah. And because stuff happened in her life, like, you know, she lost her husband, and then she lost her pets, then she moves from a different place, and she want to change. She changed the house, everything. She needed her look. That I do, yeah. From like black hair to like super blonde platine, or like short haircut, and, you know, like that's drastic.
If you're working with a client for 5-10 years and you're seeing
20 years,
20 years,
yeah.
I guess with women's hair, it's not quite as frequent. You know, like men's hair, it's like every month you need to do it, but maybe women's not as frequently. But what if you're one of your clients you're with for 20 years and the hair isn't changing? It's the same, a similar experience every time.
No hair change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So each time
age, hormones, pregnancy, sometimes it's medication they take a lot. Yeah, you gotta read, but you gotta be careful what you're saying, because some client they be, of course, respectful, confident, and confidential, and they don't want to talk about things. Some client they completely throw up in your chair to tell you everything, and you have to really pick up pieces and just figure it out. And some clients, so it depends. You know what I mean?
You have to be so nimble all the time.
Yeah, you have to be very careful with, you know, and sometimes when. I mean, you said men come often. Actually, women come often than men.
Really?
Yeah, because most women, they come like you don't do base color, but some people, someone come every 45 weeks for base color, religiously, every 4 weeks for base color.
Okay.
Yeah, and they do haircut like every 2 months or, you know.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
But highlight like every 3 months, but you see them often.
Yeah.
Men, they come like 4 weeks, for 5 weeks, but in my respect, I have another subject. One day when I read a book, Men versus Woman, Woman versus Man. Oh my God, it's unbelievable. Men in respect, nice and boring, certain level.
Boring the hair, or boring the conversation, or just
I mean, come on,
personality?
I mean, I'm sorry to tell you, my friend, not aware what's going on around them. They're just like women, like 2 seconds turn around what's going on. and I don't know how to describe it. I mean, it's you see women came, most clients came with a laptop and a sandwich and drinks, and they spend 2 hours and computer working, doing projects and arranging appointments with their kids and doctor and dentist and arranging flights and vacation. It's unbelievable, literally unbelievable. I mean, it's exhausting, and the eating and I mean, they have everything done for their family. Men, they come, which I know the husbands, 90%. Can you put my phone over there, please? Can you put my jacket? Hey, what's going on, Kevin? Same all, all good, I'm like, wow. His wife came yesterday like an earthquake, and he just not know what's going on in the house. Like it's really common. It drives me crazy. That's why I do believe, I wish one day to see in the States a woman to be president.
Yeah.
Again, I do feel like there's a movie in here somewhere.
No, I'm so serious. I mean,
I know it. I see it.
Yeah. And actually, I would say, in with respect, not like, gay men versus straight men, the difference. Gay men want to wear a lot. Straight men, they're just naturally, they don't get, they're just looking differently.
Yep.
Yeah, so.
It's
Not me, of
fascinating.
course, but
you could do a whole cultural study just in Casa Aziz. That's all you need.
I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, I love what I do. I really do. It makes me learn so much with diversity and personalities and just behave. And I mean, it's unbelievable. I'm with religious people. I mean, people different religion, different cultures, background. It's amazing, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, every day brings a whole.
Yeah, you have different flavors every day.
Let's transition a little bit. Liza was talking earlier to me about this, mentioning, part of your long-term vision. And you mentioned it earlier in the conversation, but part of your long-term vision involves giving back. You serve on the board of the Center at 353, which does incredible work around mental health and access. Where does that commitment to caring for others come from? And how does it connect with your work?
So that happened when COVID hit. I see really deep. In United States, they must help people for mental health. It's really sad because they don't want to be outside the street. Nobody want to be outside the streets. Mm-hmm. I mean, it could be the issue with drugs, but doesn't mean they're bad people. They're just young kids and run into wrong thing, and they can get fixed, and and also they get a job finally. They get better. Then when COVID hits, I see people lost their jobs. A lot of people, they lost healthcare, and they end up like medication so expensive. And I realize, I have this kid. Oh my God, he's okay. God. He was homeless for a long time. So I helped him. He became hairdresser. He became amazing. Like, he's really a top stylist. But then I helped him for a psychiatrist. I pay for him treatments for me because I feel like he's a good guy inside. But his family disown him just because he's doing drugs. And if you talk to him one-on-one, you see he's a beautiful person. But drugs completely mess him up. But you can tell he's like struggling. And I helped him to become stylist, and he grew his own apartment, his own car. Amazing he's doing. And then I helped him, coach him a lot. It was a lot for me. And one day he ended up with the wrong girlfriend. And it was 5 years, was super 5 years, 7 years. And took him back to drugs. And he started to come to work and not well. And finally, I have to stop him, take him to a psychiatrist. And he did treatments, like almost $5,000. But I called his mom one day, and she said, I'm sorry, she's in Atlantic City gambling. And those bad broken homes, and the poor kid, he just lost. And finally, I said to him, you must take this medication. He said, no, doctor required you this. I'm paying for it. You got to really take this. And you know what? There's no health care for you. It's going to cost you $300 for a session to go to doctor. And it costs me $500 for medication monthly to month. So I'm going to take care of doctor's session for you. I know even first I took over also his medication, cost him a couple of $1,000, and I stopped him working for a month, 6 weeks, because he was not well. Like he can't even come back to work. And then he came back, was fine. Then he doesn't want to take medication because he became sick. Of course, beginning you have to go through a lot of process. Finally, he moved to California now. Actually, some organization helped him or something. He figured out finally, and he gets better. And I think it'll make him move out. He doesn't want to be near his girlfriend, near his family. And I mean, he's doing okay. Once in a while, I heard from him, but he's doing okay. But just that's really, I struggle with this guy. So sweet, like so sad. And also with the COVID situation, I like someone asked me a question about this game. Do you think you pay taxes, you worth what you get from? I'm like, honestly, I'm okay pay taxes. If I will pay more, I make sure healthcare system be paid for the people. Because I want to see people healthy in streets and look happy. If I save a lot of taxes and people street like completely
We're all losing.
dangerous for themselves, for other people, what gonna do to me? You know what I mean? Like for people, you know what I mean? I mean, they're good people. They need to get them better to get a job and contribute themselves to society, you know?
I have to say, though, really fast, that before COVID, Aziz, I remember when I was working at Homefront, you would always say to me, so the kids need haircuts. What do you need?
Oh, yeah,
this
yeah.
is part of your DNA. This is like something that arose during COVID.
Yeah,
that's
sure.
woven into your
Homefront
psyche.
was so sweet, the kids.
Okay.
So, Aziz, it was so interesting to hear about how you ended up in Princeton, which is a complete, like, moment of chance. What do you find unique about working as an artist in Princeton?
Well, Princeton is a very unique town. It's an international diversity, amazing. That's why when I came first time looking for a job, actually was walk around with a spoon and NASA and coffee shop. I heard like German language, French. I mean, it's interesting. Even the people look different. I mean, in good way. A little nerd, you know, but a little bit like kind. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like all kind. You know, all you find those Lululemon divas walking with, you know. I mean, all flavors actually. You know.
Yes.
And I started to discover, I mean, Princeton is very unique, really beautiful. It's like my second mom. I tell you, like I raised in Princeton, it's like I learned so much. And, you know, I don't have education in high school or college, but always I was intimidated by that. Always like, oh my God. Now when I talk to a lot of my clients, they're powerful. My God. I mean, I'm so grateful to meet these people in my chair, and they share with me so much. And I start to do some research about them, like, oh my God. That person really give me a time to talk to, which like, I mean, it's, I don't want to say the names, but they're big. Yeah. You know what I mean? And they sometimes reach out to me, how are you? I'm like, oh my God. I mean, that's how people amazing me, like kind. You know what I mean? If you give kindness, he get back to you, you know, so.
Aziz,
yes.
This is could be a difficult question. It's rather introspective, and it's a little maybe too soon to ask a question like this, but how do you want to be remembered?
I mean, you know, I want to be remembered like, you know, good cause. You know what I mean? People remember, you know, one hairdresser was here, immigrant from North Africa, you know, he was involved with community and he was a good person. He helped a lot of hairdressers to grow their career different way. And, you know, I mean, good thing, you know.
So what advice would you give to young creatives entering the field?
Learn about people. Make sure you love people, you like people. If you don't like people, don't do this industry because you will not be succeeding. You have to like people. You have to learn communication skill, social skill, boundaries, and focus on your craft. And practice and practice and practice, then you will succeed. And surround
and all ends. You need so much patience to do what you
yes,
do.
A lot of patience. And you have to be surrounded with people positive, and people really want you to grow. Yeah.
Well, since we were talking a little bit about advice for young up and coming stylists, this might be something of an inspirational question. What is the single coolest thing that you've been able to do with this profession?
Open business. It's
Pretty cool.
yeah. It's
Check.
not easy, but I'm happy, and I'm consistency succeeding, which not easy, which because you're doing the right thing. But the coolest thing when I hire someone from a different career, like waitress or housekeeper, and I train them and they grow the top stylist, they make over $120,000 net. That's amazing to me. Like I did something really good.
Yeah.
Or someone lost somewhere else and they
That's
came
pretty
to me.
powerful.
Yeah, it makes me happy. I see people growing and succeeding.
Well, I think that tells us a lot about who Aziz is as a person.
Yes.
What's the coolest thing that this profession's granted you, given you? You didn't say, I was able to fly to Paris and do this. I was able to do this. I was able to go to the moon. You said, I was able to help people.
Yeah.
And I think that speaks
sums it up.
volumes
It really
about,
does.
about
Yeah,
you.
I do believe when you help people, because that's why I think humanity, people dismiss few things, because when you help people, they all succeed, they all win-win. I mean, I'm not gonna be the power person and wealthy man ever, and people around me, they don't worth nothing. It's not acceptable. You have to let people worth everything. So
The trip to Paris is nice, but it's really
Yeah.
incredible to have a legacy of people that you've
yeah,
you've
of
given
course.
that benefit to.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So, well, thank you.
Wonderful.
I think we're good.
Aziz, you are
Thank you.
the best.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
It was
awesome.
I was answer everything.
Thank you for listening. Open Studio is produced by Adam Welch and Liza Peck. Editing is by Adam Welch. Original score by Chris Harper. Special thanks to the Arts Council of Princeton crew. I'm Adam Welch.